sadly. It's just a good old ice cream. It's the second one because it's just that good. And we're hungry. You can tell it's raining outside, so it's shitty. Let's do a second one and a second test. Fuck. We didn't eat the whole day because we were waiting to do the stream. Not that good. Once again, lack of the defining taste is the problem here. I'm supposed to get a lot. I'm not getting a lot. And it's really good. But it's so nice. Probably one of the best ice cream I've ever had in a long ass time. Even a little crunchy. The rice crunch. It's not the most tasteful stuff, but the most textured stuff. What I mean by that is, if you eat the shell, it's very tasty. If you eat the ice cream, a bit bland. Together, just so aromatic. Really nice. And it's godly. There you go, I'm full. Wow. 6 minutes, 2 of them. I think this is a testament of how good they are. Don't believe me, try them yourself. Sorry guys. Okay. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. You guys are doing good, you guys are having a wonderful day on day. Oh yeah. I've got a piece of ice cream. When it's 9 May 2005, they were celebrating 4 years. But what does it imply? It implies a lot of streaming and a lot of snacks. So we have in my hand 2 snacks we're going to be tasting today. They're both Lay's Poppable. Now we do have a little issue with the Lay's Poppable. So 4 years anniversary, I wanted a snack that was really like interesting, and this is the one I chose. The problem that I have is we tasted 2 before, and now the problem that we have, which is the big problem, is we had it on the phone, and it's somewhere on this phone where there's like 300 videos. I cannot find it. So technically speaking, I do not know which one I tasted. For some reason, I'm pretty sure I tasted sweet potato, but we haven't tasted We have two flavor, which is sour and onion. I think this is what I tasted, but I'm not sure. And I don't think I tasted white cheddar. So Bubble is from the company Lay's. They're something kind of new, not brand new, but kind of new. I think I'm gonna go with the white cheddar first to show you what it is. It's kind of like a waffle fry. This is where they got the idea, right? We have the snack you love to pop. From their unique shape and their hairy crisp to that satisfying cheesy flavor, Lay's Poppable white cheddar flavor snacks are seasoned inside out with real white cheddar cheese to light up your snack time every poppable bite. So if I remember correctly, these are really fun but really boring. So they're really fun in the sense of when you do taste a thing, it tastes amazing. This is what it looks like. I'm going to show you this one. Right? And I'm going to show you, there you go. This one. We just broke. We put it inside. And there you go. So it's super, super enjoyable. I really like these. The first thing you take, the design, it's nice. These, for some reason, tastes a lot like veggie stick. So veggie stick is what? Veggie stick is they took every single vegetable and they made a fried cone with a fried rectangle, more rectangle. Look at this bad boy. Quite flavorful. Really good. However, flavor is nice. I'm tasting white cheddar a lot, which is the goal here. It is pleasant, but there's a but. I don't know. It's so because it's so addictive. They're dangerously addictive. I know exactly what I'm gonna say. They're fun when you keep on eating them. When you keep on eating them, and when there's a couple of seconds in between, they're really fun. It's like popcorn, technically speaking. So popcorn is gonna be really fun when you eat it. But after a popcorn, you're left with the kernel, and like, ugh, not my favorite thing, right? So these are really nice when you keep on eating them. They're really nice on the taste, but you end eating them, and I'm restraining myself to eat them because they're so good. But it feels empty. It doesn't feel like I've had a snack. It doesn't feel like we had junk food. It just feels like we ate something. See, I'm seeing a lot, and again, I know this is not healthy. I know this is not weight loss, and I'm seeing a lot of people show up with calories, because this is calories, right? And what they'll do is they'll do 200 calories. They'll show you how much it is, like a small ball, but they'll do something else, for example, a bowl of rice or something like that, and they'll show you how much calories, how much you can really eat with calories. So they do feel a little bit like empty calories. Now, technically speaking, this is a celebration day, so we don't care. However, if I was to eat them like that, just like that, I would be like, ugh, could have been better, right? Now, we have Poppable, and we have ice cream, sour cream and chive, which is really cool because usually speaking, we have sour cream and onion. But that they went with chive, it's actually quite nice because it is different. It's gonna be tasting pretty much the same. Chive is actually really nice. Yeah, a little bit of a little bit almost on the sour side. It's like you love to pop from the unique shape and airy crisp with the tangy herb flavor. Lay's Poppable sour cream and chive flavor. Snacks are seasoned inside and out to light up your snack, so they just replace the cheddar with sour cream and chive. However, this bag feels very, very full. I will say this, the bag feels very full, which is good. Now, technically speaking, it's still the same weight as a normal bag of chips. It is 300 grams. So it's the same thing, but it's very full. So The smell I'm getting from this one is really nice. I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know which design I like the most. Smell wise, this is way more. This is better. We still smell the cheese here. Design wise, they're both pretty nice. I do like the pieces of cheese, which is what we're having. But there's just something about having a bowl of sour cream. It just feels good. It just feels, I wouldn't say normal, but it just feels like something that's supposed to happen. Wow, okay. Look at this bad boy. You can see me chew it. These are way better. Way better. Wow. Chai comes in quite perfumey. There's a really nice creaminess to the sour cream. That is really nice. This is so good. So with these, what's kind of going on is dangerous. Wow. On experience, it's just so good. I'm definitely more as a sour cream shy kind of guy. These wins for sure. For sure, cheddar. I'm more accessible. For sure. Not really good. But same concept. They're really good before, they're really good meanwhile, but after that, nothing. And that's pretty much it for our review. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. You guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 9 May 2025, so we're celebrating 4 years of making content, yes sir. We're tasting a ghost. If you saw the video that I posted last week about the ghost with pink lemonade, I've only had ghost this one time, this pink lemonade, and it was in front of the camera, so that's good. The ghost, I never had it. However, with the ghost that I bought, the one I'm most excited about, my apologies, is definitely the orange creamsicle. But the first thing I want to show you is, I want to show you the design because I think it's really nice. They're really, really nice. I don't know, they make this extra effort, I guess. It is really nice. So, the ghost, we have this little bit of a conundrum where we don't really know the blend. So, what is the identity of Ghost? I don't know. I can tell you the identity of Red Bulls, of Monster, of Rockstar, but Ghost, no. Now, for the positive, Cream Cycle, because it's orange Cream Cycle, is this very, very weird thing that I would avoid if I'm supposed to eat it. Like an ice cream that's like that, I would avoid. But when you do taste it, when you do eat it, it's absolutely phenomenal when you drink it. We have a Monster, which is orange Cycle, so we do have a blueprint. However, I often make the mistakes of comparing things that I've had before versus things that I could have, ate. So this is something we're not gonna do. Something we're not gonna do at all. Let's go with the Ghost. Let's go with the Cream Cycle. I'm excited. Let's freaking go. The level of taurine, which is a chemically treated caffeine, is really really high here. The smell, it's really nice, very orangey, but at the same time very creamsicle-y. You know exactly what it's supposed to taste like. You know exactly what it's supposed to smell like, right? And that's what I was trying to say last week with the blend. This is the only thing I'm not sure we're gonna get. This is the only thing that could be something different. So it's kind of nice. Oh yeah, this is fresh. Is it better than the one I had? That's hard to say. Oh, this is nice, dude. This is nice. So the orange is nice. Definitely this taste of orange charcoal, which is quite good. Now, general taste, I don't know if I prefer it. It's, on first view, it's better, but not so much because, I don't know, with the Monster, it's creamsicle, which is very sweet. On the Go, it's creamsicle, which is a bit sour. There is a difference. There's this, this non-duality. There's just non-harmony. They're conflicting, you know? However, the same thing can be said for a positive. Something that's sour and sweet could be good, right? And I think that's why I like it. And it's really nice. It is really, really nice. I don't know how I feel about it. There's just aftertaste that I don't like, but it's when it's so small that I don't think I can complain about it, you know? So yeah, so very enjoyable. Very enjoyable, very different. I think that's what I'm trying to talk about. It's very different in the style of, well, we had something like this before. It's supposed to taste kind of similar, but it doesn't taste at all. My apologies. I don't know. I think this one I'm gonna have to take off point because if you didn't tell me it was orange creamsicle, I would have not guessed. It does really taste like Crush, Orange Crush. And that's a positive thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. Yes, you blink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day on this 9th May 2025, which is the 4th year anniversary of making content. We're supposed to do it 24 hours. I made a video on why we couldn't do it. We had problems setting up the stream because we're working now with Kick and we're working now with YouTube and we're working now with TikTok. So, 4 places to stream, and I want to start the 4th year of making content with the 4 things I could have done before. But I felt like if I'd done it before, like last week was the 4th of May, May the 4th, which is a Star Wars day, and I wanted to play May the 4th so badly. I was like, no, wait until the 4th anniversary. And then I wanted to do the, I thought about streaming on Kick, and I made a video on why we're going to stream on Kick, on YouTube, and on TikTok. The reason why we're talking about Kick is super simple. TikTok, yes, to me is a live platform, absolutely, but TikTok is more so a place. So see, okay, let's put it like that. I actually really like that, saying that. I wouldn't go live streaming on Twitch. I would make a normal live, then I would, you know, I think Twitch is more so, in my opinion, for gaming, maybe podcasts. A podcast could be cool on Twitch. Most likely I wouldn't do like a talking show. I would do like a podcast, and that would be the meta of try something new. On TikTok I would, but then again it's so weird because on TikTok I would work out, I would do things that are more normal. I would cook, right? I would work out, I would go out to have shopping. I would go on TikTok. Would I do a podcast on TikTok? I don't think I would, to be honest. I don't think I would, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not sure as to why. It doesn't feel like the right platform. YouTube is my favorite platform out of all. I love YouTube. However, YouTube is a library. It is not a live streaming platform. It is a library of an history of the past. YouTube has been there for 20 years almost, and it still feels like it's been 20 years because we have such a wide array of things we kept. I.e., we did something we did 10 years ago. I don't think on TikTok you could find it. However, on YouTube you will. And it will be easy to find, right? I need to check out something. I think I messed it up. No, it's still there. It just doesn't appear a lot, but it's okay. We're playing the tower also. And we're getting some fetch, which is a brand new mechanic. So, Kick also feel like a live streaming, but Kick is kind of exciting because it's new. Now, I do have a problem with Kick. I had a problem with Kick. However, my biggest problem right now is most of the money that I make are from you guys, and most of the money that I make, I'm gonna take the example of Andrew. And I love Andrew, but Andrew, I go to school and he works. And he takes the money from work and gives it to me. And I'm like, dude, you're going to school. If you were going to school, like you wouldn't need to work, but you're going to work to give to other people. It's like, and I get that you're kind, and I get that it's generosity, but at the same time, generosity starts with being kind to yourself, right? So I have a little bit of a problem with that. And that's why I like you too. That's why I love Twitch, because you had the ad revenue and the YouTube revenue. However, the Twitch revenue, it's so hard because it's depending on the amount of people that you have, and Kick expects you to have this. So Twitch feels like you're supposed to get a public or a community in other places. So on Discord and on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube, right? How many people have you seen stream on TikTok and say, "Hey, come to my Twitch"? Because Twitch discoverability is gnarly. I was listening to Charlie Penguin ZO, and he said that 95% of Twitch stream to less than 5 people. Doesn't make any sense. So with Twitch, what happened is a lot of people are making a lot of money, but everybody else is starving. Am I starving? No. I'm not starving because I'm good with money. I'm not starving because I plan ahead. I'm not starving because we already have food at the home. If I didn't have food at the home, I'd be starving. I'd be fucking, I don't know. I had this little problem with Twitch. Now Twitch has my heart, has my loyalty. I will always be on Twitch. However, I think during the 4 years in which we made content, I think the main idea behind it all is we got more mature. And maturity came at a cost of understanding. And this loyalty, I was loyal to the job that I had for 8 years. They quit. They left. They closed, which was okay. Now they're fucking me over and they're saying, "Hey, you owe us money." And loyalty has been amazing, but in other cases, loyalty was more so something that cost me versus something that was kind of nice. So I think it would be stupid. I'm not saying that this is where I think a lot of people can get confused. Right now, what I'm saying is I'm at 4 years. I want to do something different, right? So I want to stream on another platform, right? Now, these platform might not work, and I might go same on Twitch alone. Now, this trick is, I would never leave Twitch, but I would leave everything else. I would never leave YouTube, but I would never stream on YouTube. You know? And that's what it is. That's what it is. That being said, so we were supposed to do 4 years today. We were supposed to do 24 hours. We couldn't because I'm working tomorrow at 8, first of all. Second of all, this is the first time I'm working in like 3 weeks because my agency doesn't call, so I need that job. Third of all, I was supposed to know how to fix everything. It was really complicated. So at first, like I said, I was gonna get one page on the computer for Twitch, one page for TikTok, one page for YouTube, and one page for Quick. So we had 4 pages with 4 different chats. I don't know if it's gonna be working. I found a way to do everything on one page, so I would prefer to do that, right? Besides, I'm supposed to be using OBS since day 1. I haven't used it in 4 years, so let's learn that. Lastly, I want to talk about what I learned in 4 years of making content. I'm gonna make it short because we already did a video of my do's and don'ts. So the first year, I learned self-confidence. I learned to talk. Thank God I learned to talk because I wasn't talking before. I have a voice. And that voice came at a cost as being anonymous. But I still had a voice. So the first year was a lot of self-discovery. Second year was easily the best year. The second year was easily the best year because the second year I was so motivated to make content, I just didn't have the time. So we had a job, we were working 8 hours. Because we were working 8 hours, I was like, dude, this is kind of like this is kind of shitty because how can I say this? It's kind of shitty because I only have 6 hours to make content. Third year, which was last year, was the worst because we made the most content. We had burnout, we had depression, we gained a lot of weight. That was not good. We gained a lot of weight, but I'm still drinking Ghost, so that's zdrowia. And this year was a year of trial. This year was a year of trial. In the first 2 years, I never asked myself, should I give up? In the third year, I asked myself, should I give up? And the first 2 years, I never asked myself, are we going to be able to do this? Third year, we were asking ourselves, are we going to be able to do this? And I don't know. The third year was a lot of questioning, a lot of undecisive. But the third year, we got 6,000 followers on TikTok. We got 400 followers on YouTube, and I got 100 on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm at 700, so that's pretty good. So all of this is it's really, the third year was the worst. The simple fact that we had a question of should I give up, right? Never happened again. Never happened before, sorry. And in 2 years, the fact that it didn't happen is good. Now a lot of people would have give up. I stayed. The third year is a year of trying out and going balls deep. The third year was, okay, well, this is our plan A, but it was plan B, right? And I'm feeling bitter about the third year because I could have done more, but then I humanly couldn't because I spend my days filming, right? So now, 4 years on the platform, again, they taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about myself, self-confidence. Last year was a year that I discovered myself a lot. I haven't spent a year alone in the apartment, and 8 years. I haven't spent a year alone in the apartment asking myself questions, trying to improve myself. And 32 years. I'm 32, by the way. And it's a very trying year. Last year could have broken me, but now we're feeling a bit better. Now the fourth year is gonna be a job year. I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna go out more. I'm gonna be able to, to be a bit more out there. I think as much as I learned last year about myself, I still have to make an effort to understand people. I still have to make an effort to understand how society works, because that's also super important. So next year is going to be more so about working. Next year is going to be more so about trying to understand our surroundings, trying to understand why people act this way, why the world is this way, because that's also important. But it's also going to be a year of, what? I still want to make content, right? It's going to be a year where there's less content. There's still going to be this content, right? And ultimately speaking, see, this is what's insane. We were talking about Kick on TikTok and on YouTube. Those are only for gaming. I'm not going to be on Kick for live streaming. I'm not going to be on Twitch for live streaming. I'm not going to be on YouTube for live streaming. So nothing changes. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Another year. It's here for the next 4 years. See you in 2030. Let's say 2029. I like 30. Love you guys. Okay. Okay, let's go. Think you need to work. Okay.
Sasha, you gotta respect the boundaries, girl. I'll have a talk with her when she gets back. Are you using code? Are you using like her and she?
No, she's not.
Is that upsetting you, Sasha? Is that why you're kind of like violating his boundaries?
No, I'm just fucked up. I'm going through this shit because my friend is with me.
How are you planning on paying for your reassignment surgery, or does your insurance cover? Is it gone?
It's already paid for. Yeah, it's already paid for. Respirol. Apparently he took Respirol and it cost him the he's sued anyone that wants to sue. When I looked into the assignment surgery was paid for. I mean, her words, not mine.
Josh, you understand that this is so confusing to me, but like, are you gonna have them call you mom?
Mr. Mom. Mr. Mom. My name is Russian. I'm pretending to be a Sasha in Russian.
What?
I'm gonna mute them really quick. Hey, Sasha, you need to learn to respect the boundaries, buddy. You can't keep on like getting all over him. You gotta respect boundaries. Yeah, but you keep on doing it. You're making it so uncomfortable. It's making me uncomfortable. I'm at the edge of my seat. Keep your hands to yourself, girlfriend.
Jack the Big Three anime team.
You need to stay 6 feet apart, buddy. COVID is a thing still. You need to. Hey, don't talk! Hey!
Dude, please quit touching me, okay? I'm asking myself.
Yeah, no means no.
I'm sorry. I apologize for being fucked up individual. Okay? I'm trying to get some seafood. Okay?
Coach is my friend, and I see you making him very uncomfortable. He's asked you numerous times. Don't walk away when I'm talking to you, boy. Or girl.
I'm not gonna cry. It's just he's transitioning into a female, so his hormones are out of whack and you're not alright.
It's a blink.
Yeah, Coach, I don't like seeing you so uncomfortable. Like, I'm picking up on it.
Just observant and learning as I go along. Yeah, I could. I'm not gonna scoop that up.
Hey! Get the hell off of him!
Okay, you are my friend, bro. I appreciate that. I was saying, as a real
Fuck sickos, because Mini Mansion did a video.
This is my junior high school uniform. In junior high. Number 14. Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, Cove. I fucking feel for you right now. Like, I just don't even know.